Hi dear students, how are you? Hope all of you are safe. In the last classes what we have discussed about the history of C programming language, how the concept of C programming language arrived and why we call C programming language as the mother of all programming languages. Okay. But in this class what we are going to do, we are going to write a simple program in C programming language. Okay. In C language you are going to write a simple program. And since this is going to be your first programming language that you are going to learn, let us start with a very simple program which is going to print hello world on the console. That means when you are going to write a code, that output of that code will be printing hello world on the screen. Okay. So let us start. And you know what happens when you are supposed to learn any programming language, let it be CPP or Java or Python or PHP, any programming language, everywhere you will find this Hello World program. It is not a rule or custom that you have to follow that. But since this is the first code that you are going to write, we are inaugurating the session of writing programming by writing Hello World program. So we also write a Hello World program as our first program. Okay. So what is the problem? Here the problem is you are supposed to print Hello World on the screen. Okay. So when you want to display whatever you want to display on the screen as such, you have to write that statement within double quotes. So since you are supposed to print hello world, you want to display hello world on the screen, you have to include this term hello world within this double quotation. This is must in case of C programming language. And whatever is present in this double quotation, it is a string. And what is a string? It is a combination of characters. Okay, so whatever you want to print as such on the monitor, as such on the screen, whatever you want to display as such on the screen, you have to put that inside the double quotation. Hope this is clear to all of you. Okay. And let me discuss one more thing here. As you have seen, you might have seen while going through the history of C programming language while searching those content in net, a term like POP. Okay, this C programming language is said to be procedure oriented programming language. POP. Okay, so whatever you are going to do using C programming language, suppose you want to write a program, suppose you want to add two numbers, you are following a certain procedure for that. Suppose you want to withdraw a certain amount from ATM, you are going to follow certain procedures. So whatever task you are going to do in C programming language, you are following certain procedures. And procedure in the sense it is called functions. Okay. So this POP is nothing but function. So when you want to do some task, when you want to perform, you want to complete some task, you have to follow certain procedures. You have to follow some functions. You have to make use of certain functions. Okay. So in case of printing the statement on the screen, the printing function the function that we use here is printf function. In case of the C, we are using printf function. Okay. Printf function, and this is going to it has got the format as these round brackets are there, and in between the round bracket you have to include whatever you want to display on the screen. You have to type all that statement here and within the double quotes, and it should be enclosed within the round brackets. Okay, since this is a statement in C programming language, it should end with a semicolon. This semicolon indicates the end of the statement. Okay. So you know that any program is a set of statements. When all these statements are followed, when all these statements are followed one by one, a task is getting completed. Each statement has certain action. Each statement when executed, it has certain actions. Okay. So similarly here also in C programming language, this is a statement and it is going to perform certain action. What is the action here? When this statement is getting executed, what happens? The string which is enclosed within this round bracket is getting printed on the console, on the screen. You are getting that as output on the screen. Okay. So this is what happens when this statement gets executed. So hope this is clear to all of you. And there, when you want to execute, when you want to start your C programming language, you must have a main program. Okay, you have to start your program somewhere. There should be a starting point for your program, and that starting point is your main function. Okay, main with empty round brackets. Main with empty round bracket. This is going to be the starting point from where your operating system executes your program. Okay, where from there your operating system invokes your program. So hope this is clear to all of you. So this main function is right. The format is that you have to start the codes by starting curly bracket is there and ending curly bracket is there. So whatever is in between this starting and end curly brackets, all will be executed when main function is invoked by the operating system. Okay. So without this main function, no C programming language can be written. No C programming, programming code can be executed without the inclusion of this main function. So every C programming code must have this main function. Whatever what all other functions are there, it should come inside this main function. Hope this is clear to all of you. Okay. So this printf, this printf function has certain meaning. It has certain task to do. Okay. And this printf function is an inbuilt function. Function is of different type. Some function is known as inbuilt function and some function you can write, you can define by yourself according to your purpose. You can define a function by yourself. Okay. So the second case we will see in next classes. For the time being, you understand there is certain function which are known as inbuilt functions. And the example of inbuilt function is this printf function. Okay. So since this is a function and you are where this function is stored, from where you are getting this function, is it stored somewhere in air or you are getting that automatically when you are writing C program? No, it has been stored in a certain file in the C programming code, okay, C programming language, and that file is known as stdio, standard input output file, and the extension of that file is .h. Okay. So what is this .h indicates? This .h is a header file. Header file. What is the purpose of this header file? This header file is going to include all the functions that are necessary for doing certain task. Okay, for executing certain task, for completing certain task. So it is a file containing lot of functions, and one of the function is a printf function. So before using this printf function in C programming language, you have to include the corresponding file in that program, where the program that you are writing, you have to include that header file in that code. Okay, so you have to include that. This is a header file, stdio, and this header file is include, you have to include like this, include angle bracket, open and close it. Within the angle bracket you have to write stdio.h include. Okay, and since this is the for preprocessor, this is the predefined file for this printer, it should be prefixed with this hash symbol. Okay, so this is a preprocessor. It when this has to be executed first, then only you can execute this printf function. Okay, so first you have taken the file prior to the execution, then you have included the function. Okay, That is the way normally in any cases. That is the way. Suppose let me take a very simple example. What do you have to do when you have to issue a book from your library, college library? What is the first initial basic thing that you have to do when you have to issue a book from your library, college library where you are studying? What do you have to do? First, you have to enroll yourself in the college. Then only you will have the right to issue or get a book from your college library. Similarly, here the issuing a book is a function, okay, and your enrollment in the college is your file. So let us think like that. First you have to get enrolled in the college, then only you can get a book from your library. Similarly, first you have to include the function in your code, then only first you have to include the file in your code, then only you can use the function in your code. Okay, so hope this is clear to all of you. Now this main function is there, curly bracket, and opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket is there. So this is clear. So this much is enough. This hash include stdio.h. Hope you understood. This stdio.h is a header file. It contains lot of functions, and one of the function is this printf function. And what is the purpose of this printf function? This printf function is going to print whatever is given inside the double quotation on the screen. Okay, so you have to display as such hello world in this format itself. So this will be displayed on the screen. Okay, and the end of each statement is indicated by the semicolon. So hope this is clear. And main function should be there as the starting point of your programming. Okay, so without main function no C program will be there. No C program exists without the main function. Okay, so after saving this program, when you are using the Turbo C C++ compiler, what do you have to do? There you will find a tab, run tab is there. Okay, so you can first compile this program and you can run this program and you will get your answer as hello world on the screen. Okay, this will be displayed on the screen. So this is the first program for this class. Okay, hope this is clear to all of you. This is very simple program. If you have any doubt, you please re-watch this video, and where you want to make more clearance, where you want to make more clear about any point, you can pause that session and you can re-watch that. And still some doubt exists, you can contact me anytime. Okay, thank you for now.